Hello everyone. So I wanted to come on here today and have a little chat with you guys about how holding on to our past can affect our future. So I got my Dierks Bentley sunglasses on. Actually, I'm gonna take those off so you guys can see my eyes. So I just got done with a marketing meeting where I went and I met some beautiful ladies today, and I am so glad that I went, you guys. I have to be honest with you. So most of you know that I am building my CBD business and trying to rock that and building my team, and we're kicking some butt. But one of the things that I need to do is get myself out there more and just meet some new people, because my goal is to build my team and, the sky's the limit. So anyway, I have talked a little bit about my past, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about it today, because I think that this is really important for all of us. And I had this realization today when I got to my meeting. It was a great meeting, but I have been, so I'm going to back up. So some of you know this, some of you don't, that I have a marketing and graphic design business. So along with doing the CBD business, which I'm super passionate about, I also do marketing and graphic design. And so that's kind of been my main gig for like 15 years. I did it for a really long time, and I built it to the point where I had employees and a beautiful office, and it was really, really thriving. And I talked a little bit about this in one of my other videos of how I kind of traded my time in my life with my family for success. So if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. So I'm not really going to get into that today, but so what happened was, after spending years and years of just busting butt trying to build this business, this marketing and graphic design business, I started doing really, really well. But the problem was that I got really burned out. And so what ended up happening was, before we moved to California, I kind of hit an all-time low, and I got really, really depressed. And I just, my heart wasn't in it anymore like it was before. And so I shifted my focus, and I decided to really start doing some work on myself and, pursue things that made me happy. And we live in California now, and I love it here. I am so, so happy here. And I've made so many amazing friends along the way, just in the time that we've been here. But another part of that I don't really talk about very often is how my past has kind of held me back a little bit when it comes to living my full potential. So I have a lot of skills when it comes to like graphic design and marketing and building websites and all that stuff. And I really haven't done as much with that as I could or should be doing since I've lived here in California, because I was burned out. And so I've been really, really focused on just really, like I said, trying to find myself, trying to get back to my happiness. And I feel like I've really worked hard on that over the last few years. And now I'm ready to just kind of open myself up to possibility, utilize my skills again. And like I said, I'm really, really passionate about building my CBD business. And so that has been a huge on the forefront of what I'm doing. But also, I want to utilize some of the skills that I have. So, all right, so now I'm getting to my point of the title of this video. So, in order to build any sort of a business or to do anything that I guess moves you closer to your goals, you have to put yourself out there. You're not going to be successful if you're not putting yourself out there and sharing what you're doing and meeting new people. And so a lot of what I do with the CBD business is that it's just meeting new people, building my team. And so I decided today that I was going to go to a networking event. It's called Action Takers, and it was specifically today geared for women. But I kind of had to force myself to go, you guys, today, because in the past, for my marketing and graphic design business, that was how I got my business. I would do a lot of networking events, a lot of I don't know, just different things like that, where, you know, it was business and networking, and that was how I got my business. And so what I was finding was I have had this opportunity to get involved in this group for a while now, and I've been traveling and I've been busy, and so all those things, right, it just hasn't quite worked out. But what I was finding is that this morning I was really like having to force myself to go. And it surprised me a little bit, because I've been in the group online for a while now, and it's a beautiful group of women. And so I was feeling hesitant, and I was feeling kind of like, well, you know, I didn't get good sleep last night, so maybe I shouldn't go. So all the excuses started popping up this morning when I woke up, and they were all, you know, kind of valid things. I really didn't sleep well last night, and you know, I have a lot of other things going on, but I decided that I needed to really take a look at why were these things popping up? Like, what is the reason that my brain right now is telling me you shouldn't go do this? Because I know that meeting new people is a beautiful thing. And what I figured out on my drive, because I forced myself to go, is that I had some leftover residual feelings attached to going out and networking, just in general, in a group type setting like that, that reminded me of what I was doing in the past. And so when, you know, I would go out and I would network in the past, it took time away from my family, and it took time away from things that I wanted to be doing. And so I really had to explore that today and do a little bit of like inner self-talk and say, you know what, this is not that. This is going out and putting myself in a situation that I could potentially meet some new amazing people. And if not, that's okay too. So I had to work through that. But what my point is that because it is so important to me to not prioritize work over family and joy, and I do believe that there can be both. I believe that you can have joy in doing whatever work you do. There was definitely some things that were residual from my past, and if I would have listened to my thoughts this morning, I would have missed out on a really beautiful morning with beautiful people. And so I just wanted to come on here today and just share my experience, because I think this happens in so many different areas of our life. You know, we go through things, and, you know, maybe they're not necessarily the positive, or we struggle in life, and then when new opportunities present us, it's that pattern, it's that old conditioning that kind of jumps in, and those thoughts creep in your head, and you get talked out of doing things that really have nothing to do with your past. Like the group that I went to today, I mean, I'm in a completely different state, I'm in a completely different city, and it's a brand new group of people who I've never met before. And my mindset has changed. So I have a completely different approach on life than I did back when I was doing my business, 8 or 9 years ago, to the point of my detriment. So, what needs to happen is when these things pop up for us and our brain starts our thoughts creep in, and we start talking ourselves out of something that is an opportunity to grow, usually that means that there's a pattern attached there. And what can happen is your past can prevent you from moving into your future, from moving into the goals that you have, And so what happened today was I forced myself to go, and I went and I met, like I said, I met some beautiful women today. We had an amazing speaker who talked about things that really resonated with me. And what was really cool about today, and I told this to my daughter and my husband before I left today, is that one of the things that I really struggled with in previous network situations is that I felt like I wasn't being my authentic self. I was having to put on like a business face compared to like who I really am as a person. And what's really cool about today is one of the very first things that the lady who ran the meeting talked about was how she created this meeting to be an authentic space for people to be their true selves, and that was what it was all about. And so it was like the very first thing that she said, and I smiled when she said it, because that's what I really want. It's really about being who you are, following your passions, doing what makes you feel good. And if I would have let my thoughts talk me out of going today, I would have missed out on a beautiful morning and making beautiful connections. And that's exactly what happened. So I just wanted to jump on here and challenge you guys to, when those things from your past creep in, whether it be in regards to a relationship or, opportunities, or just kind of putting yourself out there, forget about all that stuff. Our past makes us who we are, yes, but I think that one of our jobs, if we really truly want to grow and be better and live our best life, is to undo the conditioning and the patterns and let go of the associations that come with, our baggage from the past, and letting that go, and just realizing that what you want is in front of you, and the only way to get what you want is to move forward and let go of the past. So anyway, that is what I wanted to share today. I hope everybody's having an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.